Hi, this is Soulgazer. So today I got this crazy expensive jersey. Just Dawn Golden State Warriors jersey. I got this a while ago. It could be like a year old. And of course I did not pay the retail price, which is this is the retail price. There is no way to justify spending that much money on this jersey. I paid about half or less than half of that. Probably less than half, and that's including tax. So if it's below 200, I guess I'll pick it up. So I picked it up to see if it's worth it or not. And so far, I don't see why this cost that much, except for the fact that this is a collab with Mitchell and Ness and Just Dawn. I'm not that big of a fan of Just Dawn, mostly because of its price point being way too high. But this is my first pickup as far as a jersey, so I hope they will change my mind and make me appreciate their brand. And before I get into the review, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. So let's take a look at this jersey. So this is some tag, hang tag. Another tag was personal information. Regular hang tag that says authentic. And NBA licensing tag. So you get like 5 tags altogether. The hang tag, designed and tailored in the United States of America from imported goods. So where did this come from if it's imported? So they don't even tell you here. Designed and tailored in the US from imported goods. So they probably make this fabric in China somewhere, and they bring it in and construct this, which they stitch them together in the US. So I guess that's how you justify that this is made in US, but technically all they did was the last phase of stitching them all together and probably sticking that label. So this fabric is probably from China or some other country outside of US. So the rib knit is pretty thick. Inside it says Just Dawn all over. And one issue with my experience in Mitchell & Ness is the neckline is a little too small. Because this thing is so thick, it goes into your neck a little bit more. It's like double the width. And because of that, the opening here is pretty narrow. So if you have thick neck, you might need to go up a size just to feel comfortable. And same rib with this armhole. Unlike the Nike Swingman, this fabric is pretty thick. It's not flimsy like Nike, so it's pretty durable. It's like almost as thick as a hoodie. So there's definitely quality here, or thickness here. I don't necessarily think thick fabrics are better quality. Same thing with the fabric here too. But it should feel better as a fabric and feels alright, but it does not wow me at the same time. Just fabric. It's a typical perforated knit fabric that you could see in any other Mitchell & Ness jersey. I definitely don't see why they could charge me $400 for these. It has a nice weight. Maybe it feels a little bit better than the regular Mitchell & Ness, but it's not like it's completely different. Oh wow, kind of feel. It's like maybe it's different. And this classic Warriors logo, this is a print. You pay $400 and you get this cheap print on it. I actually have another jersey coming up from Ness, and it has the same issue. They are pretty expensive, but they have the same type of print on it. I don't necessarily think print is a bad thing, but if it's gonna be $400, I want to make it last. And maybe these like smaller, finer lines are harder to do with embroidery or something, but on the star, maybe they could have done something a little more special so it will stay a little bit better, like star embroidery, and then the rest was a print, something like that. I think that could have worked good, but they just went the cheap way and just print this one thing on. On the bottom, just Dawn tag, size L, Warriors tag, and Hardwood Classic tag. Pretty nice, nicely laid out. They are stitched on. This is also print embroidered too. This is not a print. It's actually stitched, embroidered. And Warriors logo is the classic one. This is the original logo on the Hardwood Classic. So this is a minimalistic take on this classic logo. Kind of cool. Interesting. And on the hem, they do have a slit, and it has a nice lining on it. So far, this is the best part. And also, if you look at the inside, although it is a straight line, so it's easy to stitch, it looks pretty nice. The stitches are pretty well done. And these are the small things that a lot of the jerseys are missing with its stitching quality. And this fabric, if you look from inside, you see a texture going to the sideways. But from the front, it doesn't have that. It's just smooth. But in the inside, it's bumpy. And this jersey, it actually has straight seam on both front and back. Usually they have a little bit more curve, but they kept it super straight. So this is how the back looks. Honestly, I have nothing much to say because it's just one piece of fabric on the back. And because this is not any particular player, it's blank. So for this jersey, just as usual, I have my size large for Mitchell and Ness. For Nike, I usually go extra large, but if I do extra large and Mitchell and Ness, typically it's a little too long for me, so I have to stay with large. But the problem with that is my neckline and also the armhole are slightly tighter than what I want it to be. So I just have to forfeit my comfort to fit in correctly. Otherwise, I look like I have a long skirt almost. And if you are taller, then you probably don't have any issue with it. But because of my height, it just looks a little too top heavy with having one size larger than this. I already think that this is long enough or a little too long, so one size larger is definitely too long for me. Um, Usual thick fabric. So if I'm going to layer this, I have to be careful because it's gonna get a little too hot for me. I would, if you had the right body, I would wear this without t-shirt underneath. I think it'll look a lot better. But what do you think about this being $400 retail? I did pick it up at 180-ish, but I still think it's kind of expensive for its quality. Certain detail like stitches and stuff are nice. It's a collab, but the main logo is a print, and there's nothing much that shows the quality of $400. So let me know if you can find a quality in this that's worth that price tag. Please leave me in the comment below. But this is definitely gonna stay in my collection. I'll probably wear it next season since Warriors are pretty much done for the season and NBA is pretty much done. So I don't even know what's gonna happen for the playoff and the finals at this moment. San Francisco is having a lockdown from tomorrow, so it's gonna be a tough one. I won't be able to record as much videos from tomorrow. Yeah, everyone stay safe, and hopefully things get better soon, and I'll be able to do no more videos outside. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. Appreciate your support and see you next time.